Welcome to Jamaica Dancehall Source News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The video that you're about to see, I am going to narrate, is of an incident that took place at the Texaco station, White River, that is in St. Anne, going towards St. Mary. I am going to play the video. I am going to tell you exactly what is going on, who is the suspect, who are the victims. You could see for yourself, but I'll make it a little bit clearer. So take a listen, take a look. So the man that you see right there, he is pretty much the suspect. In the dark clothing. Notice that he's walking up to the counter with his bag on his chest. Then he's fumbling for some money. Act like he's going to pay, just waiting for the perfect opportunity. You then see that he pulls out a gun. Then you look and you see an employee of that Texaco came inside. He realized that he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, so an exit stage left. Went outside. This is the man right here now, searching, fumbling for the money. You notice he picked up the bottle that he had in his hand. Looked like he's a bit nervous. The bottle dropped. He went outside, went to the right, and then he made his exit on stage left. The second of two video I am going to show you is from a different angle that's taken from the camera that is outside. Take a listen, take a look. That is the employee there in the red shirt that had walked in previously in the first video. You notice that somebody was exiting out of the building where they sell the food stuff, where they sell snacks and stuff where you pay at the cashier. This is the same employee at the Texaco that walked in. Then he's inside for a couple of seconds, and then you notice he made a hasty retreat. He came back outside and he gave persons outside, other employees, what was going on. However, it seems as if they are so too much curious. The person then ran off to the right, and then you see the man coming outside, fumbling the bottle that he was fumbling from inside. He is obviously nervous. He then came out and he went right. And if you look at the left right there, you could see the employees are looking on, still kind of curious. Don't understand Jamaicans. Jamaica is the only place wherever robbery is taking place, and instead of people exit stage left and run for their life, they are looking, they are so curious. That is a problem that Jamaica have. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that Shotty Bones has become Shattered Bones. At about 12:20 something in the morning, this morning to be specific, the JSF launched a special operation looking for a man known as Javon Pearce, known as Shotty Bones, in the street. It is said that upon reaching the premises of Mr. Shotty Bone at about 12 something like I said, they saw him standing in an open doorway. He had a paper bag, brown paper bag to be specific, in the left hand, and in the right hand a .38 revolver. It is said that upon seeing the police, Mr. Shotty Bones pointed the gun at the police, and you know the script, the police in fear of their life, wheel and pop off, return like fire. After the smoke cleared, Mr. Shotty Bones was seen with shattered heart, shattered life, and also shattered bones. It is said that they recovered a tool, a .38 revolver. When they searched that brown paper bag in question, there was also an .38 revolver. So we can come to the logical conclusion that Mr. Shotty Bones likes .38 revolver. However, it seems as if he did not like his life, or he was on some sort of take for yourself mission, like that old time dance. It is said that upon entering the premises in which Mr. Shotty Bones was standing at the doorway, they noticed a couple other rounds, ammunition on the dresser. They also seized those. Moral of the story is that police went on an operation early morning to catch them slipping, catch them sleeping, and they sent Mr. Shotty Bones to the afterlife. Indicom is presently investigating. Now, people, I don't know if you realize the not very disturbing trend, but it seems as if whenever the police go on these special operation, pretty much they are going with a DEATH warrant. So people out there, if you know that you're on the person of interest or even worse, wanted list for being any sorts of don or notorious gunman, I would advise you to turn over yourself to the police before the police turns you over to the afterlife. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if there is no safe space for children, elderly, and women. I am speaking about an incident that took place on or about January 18, 2025, where it is confirmed that a 14-year-old little picnic girl was touched up by a 27-year-old teacher. Based on information, it is said that on that specific day, that man lured the child to a premises. He had sex with her. When she went home, apparently she felt some pain. She reported it to her parents and she was rushed to the hospital. When she went to the hospital performed some checkup. When them check up, they realized that there was some sorts of intercourse that was done to this child, causing all sorts of pain. The hospital, following the protocol, reported it to the police. The police then went and arrested this teacher, 27-year-old. Now, people, here's the thing. Based on the police report, it is said that he was charged for having sex with a little picnic under the age of 16, and also 2 counts of grievous SEXUAL ASSAULT on a child that is 14. Very, very serious charge. Now, people, I don't know how long they've been in some relationship, but whatever relationship that they are in, it is DEAD wrong. A child of age 14 cannot, under the law, should not, based on morality, have any sex with a man that is 27-year-old, especially somebody that is her teacher. Not to say that it is okay for anybody else, but me just say, for those that have high expectation, to whom much is given, much is expected. We are not expecting persons that are supposed to be the protectors of our children at school to be violating them in the worstest way, causing them any sorts of pain, emotional, physical, whatever you may. Now, people, the sad thing is that this child went through this traumatic episode. This man, based on what we think in Jamaica, should actually be given the Tarzan and Jane type of justice. Because whichever way you spin it, whether the little picnic like him or not, she's not of that age to make that decision. So therefore, he was manipulating her mind if he did not force her, whichever way you look at it, upside down, sideways, back to front, he is still DEAD wrong. That child is going to be traumatized for the rest of her natural life. People, Jamaica is a sick, demented, psycho kind of place, and this is yet an next perfect example. People like these have no business being in any sorts of school around people picnic. It is sad and pathetic the way that they operate in a Jamaica. This is not an isolated incident. That is what makes it even worse. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called Oh Carolina, Kiss Me Ras, BBC. That might have been the words that came to the mind of a 40-year-old Jamaican that was charged plea bargain to lottery scamming a couple of days ago. His name is Antoinette Linton Stewart. Based on the information, federal documentation, it is said that Mr. Stewart was charged being the mastermind operating a Jamaican-based fraudulent lottery scheme conspiracy. Between the years of 2010 to 2016, he swindled enormous amount of elderly people in the United States out of millions of dollars. He was given 7 years and asked to pay $1.1 million in restitution before he can also be released. Hopefully, he has some of that money freed up. Now, people, when you hear stuff like this, and we said to ourselves, 2025, people still are chopped the line. Yes, they are, because whenever anything seems as if it is easy as 1, 2, 3, people are always going to gravitate to it because it beats any sorts of 9 to 5. However, one must not be penny wise and pound foolish. What is the sense to gain the world, gain millions, gain thousands of US dollars only to get 7 or so years in a prison, losing everything that you gain and going back behind the 8 ball, back at square one? Well, these people don't realize that when it comes to lottery scamming, mail and wire fraud, there's always some sorts of paper trail that is left. So either you use somebody's name, those persons are going to be in trouble. If those persons get bummy and call your name, then you are going to be in trouble as the mastermind. It seems as if such is the case as it pertains to Mr. Stewart, Anthony Linton Stewart, that is. So the moral of the story is this: don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Do not gain the world and the people and things only to lose your freedom and even sometimes lose your life. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.